Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway, America's home for racing. Obviously, there you see it right there. Beautiful, beautiful look. Right here, Charlotte, North Carolina. Getting ready for the Dares Detail and Shine 220 for the second race of season 11 of the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. You'll see it all live right here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Good evening, folks. I'm the Redneck Announcer Jake Reeves. Got my buddy Jim Cunningham up here. Oh, Jimmy, up here calling the race with me, as well as also going to be producing it here tonight. Jim, buddy, we were supposed to be racing last week. Turns out we wouldn't.
No,
So
we
this
had a
was
night
supposed
off.
to be last week. No, yeah, we had a night off, and so now everything got pushed back to this week.
Yeah, well, that's all right. We're gonna have next week off for Halloween. So yeah, so we'll squeeze this one in the middle, and you never know. Charlotte could be a little scary. We'll have to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Honestly, can't wait for Halloween next week. That's gonna be a good one. Little man's dressed up, or he will be dressed up like Scooby Doo, so that's gonna be interesting on that. And for the viewers at home that were asking about it, no, we do not have a full suit for Scooby Doo for me to wear. I'm not wearing that. So just so y'all know that is not gonna happen. But see, Charlotte Motor Speedway, a mile and a half. Pretty self-explanatory, really, Jim. I mean, if anybody doesn't know what the hell Charlotte Motor Speedway is, you don't know stock car racing. Not only stock car racing, but you don't know racing in general.
Agreed. I mean, it's Charlotte. It's next to Daytona and Talladega. It's probably the most used track on iRacing for sure, and arguably over the years, one of the most popular tracks in NASCAR besides Daytona and Talladega. They always Humpy Wheeler always did a good job here promoting this place, and it's famous, and it's always been a lot of fun. I had the pleasure of going there last summer, and my son just went and watched the NASCAR weekend there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and that would be the Roval that everybody hates in NASCAR. Just can't seem to listen to the damn fans because every single one of us absolutely hate the Roval. We would prefer it to go to the Oval, which is what we're going to have tonight. So everybody sit tight. You ain't got a damn thing to worry about. It will be the Oval here tonight for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220 second race, season 11. Starting on the pole, number 2, Holden McGill. Mr. McGill will be rolling off from P1 to his outside, the youngster, MDW, Matthew David Wood, rolling off from P2. David Flanagan rolling off from P3 with Brandon Broadfoot rolling off from P4. Joshua Rodriguez from P5, and the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Merck will be rolling off from P6 here this evening. His teammate Tristan Bruce will be right behind him, except on the inside row. OTB, Tristan Bruce rolling off from P7 with John Freeman in P8. Matthew Montgomery is going to roll off P9 with Matt Cherry starting in P10. The silent assassin Devin Painter in the 99 be rolling off from P11 with Trevor Asranoff rolling off from P12. Isaac Bevan's going to be rolling off in 13th with Adam Lichty in 14th. The Bulldog, Adam Newton, will be 15th. Michael McKinnon will be 16th. Raul Meza, 17th. All the way out there. Maybe we're not sure yet. We'll figure out if maybe he's got the tank top or if he's going to be rolling sleeves. We haven't figured that out yet tonight, but he'll be rolling off P17 with right behind him Curtis Banks rolling off from P18 here tonight. Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson rolling off from P19 here this year, and Tyler Daniels rounding out the top 20. Coming at the Frog, Luke Smith be rolling off P21. Ed Osborne, Cody Knott, and Austin McKinnon. That is the top 24 drivers, as we still got a hell of a list to go after them with Owen Scrage, Dane Hagan, Brandon Schumann, Matthew Cummins, Dustin Scruggs, James Beard. That's the top 30 with Chris Blanchard, Stephen Gregory, Dana Shepard, Keith Haney. The 34 drivers getting ready to rock and roll here tonight in Charlotte Motor Speedway. TJ Moore, your race director. Well, I'll give y'all kind of an insight. I love racing here. I really do. This place right here has got like kind of an old or a homestead feeling, if you will. Not obviously not like Homestead, but well, it is, but it ain't. This right here, obviously a quad oval, much like what you would saw at Atlanta. But obviously Atlanta got repaved. Charlotte, it hadn't. That's why you see cracks and seams and all kinds of other stuff here on this track, Jim. And really, this is what you're going to see here tonight is guys with tire wear, multi-groove, guys getting runs, all kinds of good stuff. That's why, like you said a minute ago, not only is this a track for real racers to come enjoy races at, but certainly for sim racers, because everybody in sim racing, nobody that I know of has had a bad thing to say about Charlotte, other than they might have got wrecked by somebody. And I mean, that's just human nature.
Well, and I mean, Charlotte can be tough. Coming off turn 4 in these trucks, as loose as these trucks get, turn 4 can be a nightmare sometimes, depending on the conditions. I think tonight's conditions are weather-wise are going to be okay, but it can sure give you fits coming off turn 4 there, and that tri-oval can cause its fair share of problems too. But no, I mean, everybody loves Charlotte. I mean, like I said, this is just one of those tracks. Humpy Wheeler did such a good job here. The All-Star race ran here for so many years. It's just a fun place. The 600, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, and I'm telling you, America's home for racing. You'll see it up there on the wall eventually as well. But here we go, folks, getting ready for round 2 of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Green flag is in the air, and you have a virtual race. Up front, Holden McGill. David Flanagan now going to slide up there and get a hold of P2. MTW Matthew David Wood, who was up on the outside lane, still up on the outside lane, trying to hold it down. Flanagan goes by him. McGill leads him off turn 2.
Yeah, this is they're starting off pretty good here, clean so far. That's good. You just got to let these tires come in a little bit. This place can be a little slick on cold tires. And we got one down below the line. He held on to it though.
Wow, that might have been Joshua Rodriguez. Might have slipped and about busted his you-know-what, but he straightens it out. McGill, the fastest one on the racetrack, and the fastest lap throughout the race so far, 37.4, obviously in the clean air, is working out fantastic for him. He slides going through 3 and 4, trying to get away from everything. Real quick, race details for everybody tonight. Yep. We got to make sure that we get those bad boys out. We're going all the way to lap 25 for stage 1. We'll throw a caution. Then we'll go to stage 2. 75 laps. Stage 2, obviously presented by the Glass Mechanics. 75 laps. We'll throw another caution. And then after that, you're going all the way to 145 with 5 sets of tires. These guys are going to really be watching those tires, make sure they don't burn through them. Obviously, 65% fuel capacity. And
them green, white.
The hell, a figure 8.
No, that's not a figure 8. You know what that is. That's when you send them love kisses to your wife and you tell her you love her infinitely, which means we're going to go on and on forever. That's what that means. You know about that infinity symbol, you old romantic devil, you.
Yeah, that's how I ended up having a little one. Flanagan trying to run down McGill. McGill got about a 1/10 of a second over him. You see John Freeman right here. Hell, he's got Rodriguez right up his tailgate, and then right just a little bit back from there. Actually, no, that's Jeff Merck. Yeah, Jeff Merck, Mama Merck. Jeff Merck trying to take it on the outside. McGill down on the bottom side. Here comes Mama Merck's husband. Jeff Merck, fastest lap that last time by 29.7, and will take the 60 all the way to the penthouse. To the front, Jeff Merck leads them off turn 4. And oh, baby, all top 5 right there at the line. All 5 of them about to smack the wall in synchronized formation. All 5 of them about to hit the damn wall at the same time. That's what that means.
That's they're playing follow the leader up there.
That's exactly what it looks like right there. Front 5, nose to tail. Flanagan thinking about taking a shot to the inside. McGill says, not today. Put the block on him. Wood right behind him with Tristan Bruce, 2 of the youngsters back there, 4th and 5th here for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. And Jeff Merck leading them off into turn one, already fixing to catch some lap traffic back here in the back. That's Stephen Gregory, I believe, in the 61. They'll be catching him very, very shortly. Could be Chris Blanchard. Matter of fact, Chris Blanchard actually is a lap down right now. Actually, it may be the 61, but oh, baby. Now we're starting to kind of see them starting to kind of group up a little bit. Now Montgomery trying to catch up. Freeman trying to catch up. Rodriguez and Cherry, all them in a little group. It was a 5-horse race, but now everybody's starting to catch back up to them.
Yeah, the second group is coming back on them now. They kind of separated there by half a second or so, but it's starting to close back up now. Josh Rodriguez is leading this, well, I guess what I'd call it the second group back here, because the first group now has got about 7 trucks in it, and then he's in this second group here.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously this being a mile and a half, it's not like Atlanta. I mean, draft will come into play, especially with these trucks, all the aero that you can deal with. This is how these trucks have been for, as long as I've been on iRacing. Hell, it's been over 5-6 years since that's happened. So nothing's really changed on the aero side of things, but certainly it's not going to be like drafting like you'd see at Daytona, Talladega, or even Atlanta. But here we go. Tristan Bruce right behind them trying to go for the shot on Wood. Thought better of it. Actually, Wood, no, he got the run off of 4. Ended up costing Bruce. So now Bruce, he'll fall back straight back into the spot he was in, which is the 5th spot. They try to get away from Freeman. Got about give or take about a half a second gap over Freeman from Bruce, and about a half a second back from Merck back to his teammate with Catch Fence Motorsports, Tristan Bruce. So, gaps all over the place, honestly, Jim. And one thing I'm starting to see, I was fixing to say we're seeing some clean racing, but now we may have a little bit of door banging just as soon as I say that. But, for the most part, clean racing.
Yeah, it looks like Cherry's going to try to make a run down here on the inside of Rodriguez. Rodriguez seemed to maybe slipped up a little bit there coming off of 3 and 4 there, and he got up a little high, and Cherry decided to try to drive it under him, but he can't seem to hold it down there either right now. It's a little early yet for, that high side still working pretty good right now. A few tires still have a little grip in them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it is. I mean, that's just something these guys are going to have to deal with. Everybody trying to hold on to them one way or another. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, the tire wear will come into play. Just everything. Literally. I mean, all of it is just going to come into play, and they're just going to have to hold on for what they got. Devin Painter, holy hell, just sending it right there on the bottom side. You can't miss that Devin Painter machine. He may end up almost getting sent. Bevan tags him in the tailgate. Mezzo right there behind him as well. Painter trying to latch on to Broadfoot, but Bevan's going to latch on to him. And yes, that lap truck we were talking about a second ago is the 9 of Chris Blanchard, and everybody files around him on the outside lane. Bevan trying to hold it on the bottom now. Meza takes a shot. He'll jump up to the top side, try to take that spot away from the Silent Assassin coming off turn 4.
Yeah, that's they're battling pretty hard back here in the back, which is, of course, the guys up front. Speaking of that right here, it looks like McGill's trying to drive it underneath Merck here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, McGill down on the inside, maybe trying to see if it'll stick one way, shape, fashion, form. Says not yet, not enough of a run. So he'll fall back a little bit and try to keep himself out of it one way or another. But McGill really starting to hound on Merck. Merck took obviously he still has the fastest lap of the race at a 29.7. Might have actually costed him on that one because we saw it a while ago, Jim. He took it on the outside lane. He gassed up. He took off, tried to make it happen. Might have burnt through his tires because McGill down on the inside gets a run. Holding McGill, your pole sitter, just literally laid there, waited on Merck to burn him up, and now McGill's going to try to get away. And you can see Merck has wore out that right front tire. He's already tight and shoving up the hill.
It definitely seems like it's a little hot for sure, but he kind of got a weird run off of, I guess it was, I think it was 3 and 4. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But McGill crossed him up there, man. If you go back and let's see if we can. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, It's going to be tough for me to find here. Give me a second and we'll see. Because Merck McGill went really high, but Merck's going straight back now. Yeah, he definitely smoked that right front. Yeah, he's going to have to settle in back here at 6th, 7th, somewhere in there, 8th, and just ride and cool them tires down a little bit.
Yeah, he's going back in a hurry, dropping back. And
well, the worst place he could be is where he's at right now with a hot right front, because he can't, he just has to let off. Otherwise, he's going to wash right up the track into whoever's above him up there. That's literally the worst spot he could be in right there.
Yeah, I mean, it is the worst spot. But I mean, he's trying to hold on for everything that he's got. I mean, if you think about it. Well, I mean, that's where he started at. I mean, if he ends up sticking right there in the 6th spot, at least he got up there and let him a couple laps. Ended up costing him a little bit, is where he's at. But, hell, if anything, he'll hold right there in the 6th spot. Maybe trying to learn something, because obviously we got 2 more stages left. We go all the way to 25, 75, and then 145. So obviously there were, this is one of those things about strategy that could come into play right here, Jim, with doing what Jeff Merck did right there. Maybe all of that was according to plan for Merck to do that just to see what would happen.
Maybe. I think you probably hit it more on the head with your first assumption that he got in there a little hot and scuffed that front tire up a little bit and got it hot, and then he couldn't hold off McGill. I found that little pass McGill did. I'm gonna see if we can see the whole. Well, at that rate, we'll be able to see everything. If you see here, look how high McGill is right here, and then he's just gonna, as Merck drifts up the track, he just turns it down and drives it right underneath. He comes off that banking, and he just, crossed him right up and went right around him.
Yeah, just down to the inside, and McGill took hold of the lead. And that's exactly where he's sitting at right now as we go back to live coverage. And there is Holden McGill going into turn 1. Watch out for old MDW right here. He started on the outside of the front row. Has worked his way up now. He was back there around the 4th spot, around there where Tristan Bruce was. Now he's jumped back up here and got a hold of the 2nd spot. Seeing in the 89 to Trevor Aspernoff there for a second. Now we see Tiny Horse. Tiny Horse, holy hell, door banging with Raul Meza. Went into 3, slid up, got him in the left rear, got him in the door. Now they door bang even more coming off turn 4. Oh, baby, Bevan right there behind them as well. Painter as well as they hit the line with about 4 laps to go here in stage number 1. And remember, it goes all the way to the end of lap 25. So 25 is when you'll have the white flag for stage 1. And at the end of lap 25, you'll get some points paid out as the Bulldog, Adam Newton, getting a little tight right there coming off for the quarter. This is for the 10th spot. And mind you, like we were talking about, Jim, this is for that last stage point right here, and Adam Newton wants it.
Yeah, this is a time to race for it. That's what stages are all about, is to increase the racing at this point in the race, make guys race hard for these stage points, and they sure are doing it right here. It's funny, man, you talked about he got tight coming through the tri-oval there, and I can't run that tri-oval without getting loose through there. It's funny how it affects different cars and the way you drive through it. For me, I'm always loose going through the tri-oval. Doesn't matter what car I'm in, maybe except for the ARCA car. But other than that, I'm loose.
Yeah, it is a little bit iffy here. Funny thing about this place, I don't know if any of you have ever tried it. If any of our viewers have, light it up out there on the live chat. We'd love to hear about it. But run some street stocks here. If you ain't never ran a street stock and get in there in some of them rookie races, some of those races where you run the street stocks when you're just trying to get your license up, I'm going to tell you what, those are all about survival. Dear God. Literally all about survival. You find out really quick the mentality of people's driving styles throughout the world. But Holden McGill, last lap right here, he's coming across the line, and he will end up winning stage number 1 here tonight for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220. Will he go for the sweep? We'll have to find out here in a couple of hours. And the battle for that spot to get the final stage point. Looks like it's going to go to the Bulldog.
Yeah.
I think the Bulldog got him at the line, and it will end up paying off for him.
Yeah,
Looked
I
like
believe
Adam
he did.
Newton was. Yeah, I think Adam Newton did get it. Maybe Astronaut got it. We was off on. We was a little bit behind on it, but the big thing about it is Holden McGill getting the stage 1 win.
Look at this.
Well,
right
here we go. Hell yeah! Let's see what we got right here. And looks like Astronaut got it.
Yeah. Does
Not
it?
by much. Half a truck. Astronaut got it. Wow.
Well, it's sure not showing that way on the timing and scoring. Let's see. We'll have to see how that works out.
Well, Rodriguez, boy, he looked like he was trying to block him any way he could, try to help the Bulldog out, but it just didn't pay off for him. But obviously, Jim, I got a feeling when they all come around right here, they're going to take 4 fresh tires and send them back out there, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you definitely come get tires and fuel here, especially if this is any indication of how the racing is going to go tonight. We just had 25 straight green flag laps from the start of this thing. That's that's a good sign as far as having some green flag runs tonight, and you definitely are not going to pass up tires and fuel here for sure.
You already paid for the damn things. May as well just go ahead and use them right here at the end of the stages as we see Holden McGill working his way coming down pit road. And I tell you what, while they have that opportunity, while everybody is jumping out, one driver stayed out, and obviously it's Chris Blanchard going to try to get maybe the wave around, might get lucky somehow, some way. But while they're taking their pit stop, Jim, we're going to take one with them. Let's hear from some of our great sponsors here with the North American Sim Racing Association. Holden McGill wins stage 1. We'll talk to him when we come back.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. Years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience. They proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
And we're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Darren's Detailed Shine 220 here live on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Redneck Announcer Jake Reeves here with Jim Cunningham. Bring up our good buddy, Mr. McGill. Holden McGill got him up there in the broadcast booth. Holden, buddy, stage 1 winner. Congratulations on that one. How's the truck feeling out there?
Truck's good. Not really sure what else to say about it other than it's good, but it's still early, so hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I mean, McGill, Holden, real quick, what's the deal with the Kubota stuff? I mean, is that just something you just make up right there on the side of it? Or, I mean, have you got like a alignment, with Kubota, or do you run Kubotas, or did you just like the truck look nice, or what the hell was it?
At work, I'm always either on a Kubota tractor or a Kubota excavator, so I feel like it fits.
I guess you could take that. Okay, well, Holden, buddy, congratulations on stage 1, buddy. Appreciate your time, and keep it straight out there. I already seen a couple of them about smack the damn wall a couple times, so just keep it straight out there.
Thanks, bud. We'll try.
That was Holden McGill. We'll slide him down to Mission What Esports down there with his team. And we're getting ready to go back green right here, coming off of turn 4. Lights out on the pace truck. We're getting ready to double it up and see what happens here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway. Darren's Detailed Shine 220 Stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. We're green, baby. Here at Charlotte. And there they go, sending it down into turn one. McGill able to get the jump. Wood right in the behind him as well. He'll drop down to the bottom of the racetrack. Freeman, he'll go side by side with Tristan Bruce. That's the battle for third as they work their way off turn two.
Yeah, I thought that was getting a little tight there. I was beginning to wonder there. They were right on top of each other, but they sorted it out.
Yeah, absolutely did sort it out and got it straightened out one way or another. Now Freeman slides up. Flanagan, whoa, boy, Freeman might have got a little bit loose, might have got tight, might have got tagged one way or another. Flanagan slides right by him. Merckx still with the fastest lap of the race. Here he is sitting back there in a sixth spot.
Bulldog is going down. Bulldog's in trouble here.
Damn. Hard contact on the outside rotator wall. Might end up bringing out a caution for the Bulldog, Adam Newton. Literally, stuff was flying all over the place off at 19, but no caution yet on the Speedway.
It's a bit surprising. Yeah, there was a lot of debris out there, but it was a single-car incident. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate for him. Not only did he tear his truck up, but he's not going to have the benefit of a caution flag to try to work on it.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. I mean, you really hate to be in those types of situations where you don't get the caution that you wanted or anything like that. I mean, it really sucks at that point when you need that caution. You don't get it, and then you probably was the one you got run over and got thrown up under the fence, and you'd love to have it, but powers that be said, it ain't happening right now. MDW, though, it's happening for that 21. Round the outside of Holden McGill. MDW to the front here at Charlotte, but
let's take a look real
McGill
quick.
right behind him as well, though.
Let's take a look real quick at how McGill got by, and Wood got by McGill there. We were back there looking at that wreck, and when he slipped on by him, he just looks like he's going to drive right on around the top side of him.
Yeah, I mean, he really did, but at the same time, we saw the same thing happen with Jeff Merck. And look what happened to Merck. He fell from first all the way back to sixth by the end of stage number one. Now, you look at stage one, it went to 25 laps. All right, well, you got 25, and then you go to 75. That's about 50 laps.
Yeah,
so,
well, we're going to see a green flag pit stop there if we don't see a caution, of course. So this is, they can't go. I don't think they can go 50 laps on fuel. So, and I'm pretty sure they can't go 50 on tires not here.
I mean, you probably could.
Depending
on.
But,
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, hell, if you're driving like Grandma, yeah, absolutely, you could probably be able to make it that long. But obviously, they're not driving like Grandma. All of them's out there sending it right now. So,
well, I personally think that McGill just kind of let Wood go on by when he realized Wood had the spot, so he didn't push his tires hard there, because he would have really had to scrub his front tire to push him hard and stay on the bottom like that, And I think he just decided to, let him on by and keep his tires underneath him for right now. He's a smart racer. He knows how to race here and stay up front. So, I think he's playing the long game, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, one of the big movers in the field.
Yeah, he is.
Up 10 spots from where he started. Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson up 10 spots. Dana Shepard obviously has got some fantastic fans out there in the live chat. Dana Shepard started way back there, up 15 spots. He's up to 18th, but still, where Dana Shepard started, I mean, literally, that's pretty good right there. I mean, granted 18th, but he's still got a long way to go. So Dana Shepard will be able to. Yeah, plenty of time.
We got days worth of time left in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 220 miles here in Charlotte will take a little while to get through, but there you see right there, everybody kind of in that mode right there. A couple of them, whoa, damn, one of them got up into the fence back there behind them. Dana Shepard back there right behind them. We're watching all of it. Right into this mix right there. Michael McKinnon on the inside. Looked like that was Dustin Scruggs in the 11. Got up and scrugged the wall, if you will. But he's going to use it, and he's going to take that opportunity and slide right by it.
I like that one. He scrugged the wall up there. Yeah, I believe that was Scruggs, though, that did hit the wall. Yeah, they're battling back here. I mean, just because they're at the, towards the middle to, I guess this is the middle towards the back a little bit. Doesn't mean they're not fighting just as hard back here. It's but you got plenty of time to work your way up in these races. Some pit strategy, take 2 tires at the right time, get yourself some track position. There's plenty of ways to get yourself up towards the front,
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of ways to get yourself up through there, and we'll see if any of them, we'll see how it all works out. I mean, the long race, strategy comes into play, all that good stuff. So we'll see how it all ends up working out. As you riding on or watching right here coming off talk about strategy. There we go. Got a caution already out. Surf Pro caution here at Charlotte, and get an idea of maybe what happened. Michael McKinnon, possibly?
Maybe Chris. Yeah, it might have been McKinnon, actually. All right, somebody got up in the wall, and then somebody else got turned. Kind of 2 separate incidents, really, there. So let's see.
Curtis Banks.
So McKinnon here is, I think McKinnon's running in the back there. No, my bad. That was, all right, I clipped cameras at the wrong time there, but that was, let me see. Let's look at it from this angle. All right.
Let's get an idea. That's Austin McKinnon right there in the 10. That's Michael McKinnon's son racing back here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, McKinnon comes up. Austin kind of tried to drive by, not to hit his daddy, and Curtis Banks ended up getting the worst of it.
I think Curtis might have lifted there to, like he saw that truck spinning and might have lifted. Mm-hmm. And then I think, yeah, he did. He slowed. And then, and then he got hit from behind by Austin. Anytime you hit somebody from behind, you automatically want to say it's their fault. But, that's to me is a racing incident, accident happening on track and a guy lifts quicker than another guy does, that happens.
I look at it like this. Would you rather hit Curtis Banks or would you rather hit your daddy?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and plow over. I'm gonna go ahead and plow Curtis Banks. That's right.
Pull Curtis Banks.
More than likely, Daddy's helping pay the sim racing bills, so we don't want to wreck Daddy.
Well, but think about it like this. I mean, let's just take a wild guess and let's just say, okay, McKinnon was spinning. That's funny. But McKinnon was spinning. Let's say Austin was coming through there, and say the guy that checked up wasn't Curtis Banks. Say it was Brady LaBeouf, president of Nazareth.
Oh, yeah.
Then you had a bad spot right there. But who you hit?
You hit Cody for sure.
No. Brady. Brady's the big dog.
Brady. Oh, yeah, you hit Brady. That's
you hit Brady?
Yeah, Brady's a good guy, man. He's from Louisiana. He's laid back. He's a good guy. He ain't gonna get too upset about it.
If you hit Brady, you just get kicked out of the race league. If you hit your daddy, then you probably end up getting your butt kicked.
Well, that's the thing. That's really what it comes down to is you gotta know your daddy. If your daddy's ornery like mine was, you would definitely hit the boss man. Okay. If your daddy's a nice fella, then maybe you go ahead and hit your daddy. I don't know, but you wouldn't have wanted not mine.
Yeah, everybody would have to understand the assignment when it was all said and done. You slide somebody in, everybody's got to understand the assignment one way or another. Curtis Banks, though, down pit road, quite some time, might have had a beat ball flag from the last incident. Tyler Daniels down there as well as they worked in their way.
Well, Curtis has been working on that thing. So, this is a good opportunity for him to put a little work in on it and get him a minute or so, of work in there and try to get that thing tuned back up. He's got plenty of time. I got a feeling there's probably going to be more cautions. But look who stayed out under this caution. You got Ryan Johnson and Kermit the Frog here stayed out, and they up there in the front now. They chose track position. I don't know. That's what you think about that.
I don't know about
15 laps into a run, and they stayed out. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll say this. What they better been doing back there is driving like grandma, because if they didn't, their tires is going to be screwed. But think about what I said a while ago. 5 sets of tires when they started this race.
Yes.
Jim. That's 4 in the pits and 1 on the truck when they started this
That's
thing.
right. So most
Here's
of these guys are all already down 2 sets already.
Right, but Kermit and Johnson are down 1 set, at least for right now. They're playing the long game strategy because if you think about it, you burn a set right here in this one because, odds are they made that pit stop. They are good to go all the way to the end.
Nobody took tires here, though. If they did, they only took right sides. Look at the. You got your timing scoring link open, huh? Let's see if I can pull this up for everybody.
Infinite.
I don't.
Probably just took gas.
Yeah, that looks like they all took gas only. So, which makes me even more question staying out.
That I don't know what the hell they was thinking, but that's beside the point. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith gasses up. He tries to get away. Johnson up on the top side all by himself. Tristan Bruce down on the inside as well, trying to go for it. Here comes Wood. Smith up top tries to put the block. Wood trying to make a run as well. Bruce on the inside with McGill. Flanagan trying to follow as well. But Johnson up top. Tiny Horse trying to send it off a turn 4. And Wood slides up, almost gets into the fence.
Him, man, right across his nose. For a second, I thought he was going up there to run with Tiny Horse, but I don't think he was. I think he pushed that hard up the track, and Tiny Horse just happened to not be in the way because that was close.
Yeah, I mean, both of those drivers right there, Wood and Johnson, very well respected here on the Friday night series. And, certainly wouldn't think, no animosity or anything like that between them. Yeah, that's one of those $10 words. But Wood up on the top side, trying to get the help from Johnson. Johnson may end up being cool with it and try to follow Wood as Wood goes all the way to the front. McGill now trying to go with Johnson. Both of these drivers, mind you, very, very, have history as well, and good history, mind you, all the way back with the NASRA Blanchard's Toy Xfinity Series when both of these drivers raced in it as well. So McGill and Johnson, they've been around each other for quite some time. So 2 veterans right here trying to work together up top.
Man, Wood is really babying his tires there to be running out front. If you watch him, he'll come down low, and then as soon as the car wants to push up the track, he just lets it go up the track. He's not fighting it at all. He's running top to bottom, bottom to top. He is not fighting it. He is trying to save his tires up front. Look at Holden McGill here. Ooh. I thought Ryan Johnson was that might have been a tough spot if Holden would have sent it in there. I think he'd have pushed right up into Ryan and spun him.
Yeah, I mean, good possibility.
We got a caution out again?
Uh-oh, another third pro caution.
Let's see what – uh-oh. This is the little boss.
Oh, no, not Cody Knott. Anybody but Cody Knott.
Damn! Oh, man. Oh, big hit, too. Holy cow.
Actually, I don't think that was Cody Knott. I think that might have been James Beard in the 25. Well, there's Cody Knott, so it might have been James Beard in the 25.
Well, it showed – okay, well, I think what happened was Cody went off track during that incident. So there's Cody there. So he's in the blue truck. Oh, yeah, he was behind it. He just, he avoided. Actually, he went off track to avoid it. That was a nasty lick, though, man. That, what truck, who was that again, you said?
25 of James Beard.
Beard. Yeah, there he is.
Wow.
That's a big hit, man. If, what's our fast repair situation? They have one?
None.
He's
out.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, you ain't fixing that one.
And if we can, let's get an onboard shot right here.
With him?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Forewarned, go ahead and just let you know, hide your kids, hide your wives. What you may see right here may be disturbing for some viewers as you ride on board with a 25. This is what you see. Beard, right on board, bam. Wow. And got airborne, too.
Yeah. And then they just kept on hitting him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, it looked worse from outside than it did from inside. I got to set up one of them. Let's see if I've got a gyro cam set up in here now. It's facing him. Here, this will be entertaining. Let's do this just for the heck of it.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let's just see. minding his own business there with his skeleton helmet on, and then he's just hanging on for the ride there. Look, he ain't even phased him. Look.
No, his eyes got wide.
His
eyes got wide. They looked wide. They was probably wider in his actual sim rig, I would think.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Couple drivers jumping down. Tiny horse Ryan Johnson, he decided, hey, the time is now. Let's jump down pit road.
Well, they had to.
And, yeah.
I mean, they had to.
Pretty much had to. Yeah, but they had to on the gas, and that's exactly what it was. So, anyway, pit stops. Here at Charlotte, MDW leads them going into 3 right here with the pace light still on. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here at Charlotte.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
And we are back here in Charlotte.
We are hopeful. That's what we are. We are hopeful.
Yes, we hope. We are always hopeful. Always hopeful here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Redneck and Nazareth, Jake Reeves, Jim Cunningham here as well for round 2 of season 11 of the C.O.P.S Truck Series. Wood and McGill on the front row. Tristan Bruce right behind them on that inside lane with Flanagan lined up on his outside as well. And then Jeff Merck up 1 spot from where he started up to the 5th spot, getting ready to pay off some stage points and playoff points, because they get playoff points if they win the stage as well. So big deal for that. Matthew Montgomery right now occupying the 10th spot. And he's got Hagan, Meza, Scruggs, who's up 16 spots. Dana Shepard is still climbing through the field, up 19 spots from where he started. And round and round and round they go. Where they stop, ain't nobody got a clue on that one. Nobody knows. Green flag back in the air as we're going all the way to lap 75. Wood now jumping it down on the bottom side. Bruce on the inside as well. McGill, who started up top, at a disadvantage. Mark going with Bruce, his teammate Flanagan may follow him as well.
Yeah, but they really got McGill squeezed up on that outside out there too. He didn't have a choice. He had to drop back as Merck goes by him right there.
McGill trying to find a way, jump down on the bottom side one way or another, any way that he can. Fall in line, may be able to do it right here behind Flanagan, but Freeman trying to dive that 42 down there, but he's able to jump in right in behind Flanagan. Now Freeman down to the inside. Will take a shot. McGill's got to give way, at least to the inside lane, but still fight hard for it. And now Wood and Bruce, both of them, both these kids have slugged it out every single race that I have sat here and watched, with both of them in it on the Friday night Nazareth Truck Series. These guys, these kids, however you want to look at it, they're fast and they know what they're doing. And with these young kids coming up the way that they're doing, Jim, it's just a matter of time, because as fast as they are and as good as they are and as young as they are, everybody else in the field's got to be sitting there going, wait a minute, we got to figure out what we're doing, because these kids is going to be around for a long time.
Well, I mean, from everything that I've heard, this is obviously my first season here, but everything I've heard, since Wood came in this series, he's won a lot of races, run up front in a lot of races. So people seem to have a real high opinion of the way how fast he is,
Yeah, I mean, he is very, very good. I will say that. I mean, he's very good. He's won races, but oh my gosh, hard impact caution out.
That's Dustin Scruggs there, and I believe it was Dane Hagen. I believe.
Dane Hagen, yes. Dana Shepard might have got involved, got a piece of that as well as he's dropping back a little bit. Hagen and Scruggs.
Let's see what happens.
Squatto ain't working out for some of them here this evening.
No, not at all. Oh, there it goes. Look at. Oh my goodness.
Damn, airborne.
Big time, man. That was Hagen. Got all up in the air. Holy cow. We might have to go for a ride with him.
Yeah, we talked about hide your kids, hide your wife. This may be one of those instances where you really want to hide them now is Hagen. See what happens right on board with Hagen. Air just kind of gets up under the 39, sends him around. There's Scruggs, innocent bystander, involved in it as well. Jim, I'm curious where the contact was made and how all this happened, because maybe Hagen got tagged in the right rear and got sent up the hill.
All right,
something happened right here with Hagen.
So you got Scruggs up on his outside quarter panel there. Does he come up the track? Yeah, he came up the track and squeezed Dustin, and Dustin had nowhere to go. I mean,
absolutely
got pinched between Hagen and the wall there. Looks like Hagen's truck just got a little tight, and coming through the tri-oval there, and he got up the track a little bit.
Pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place, if you want to put it that way. That's exactly what it was.
Dustin was in a bad spot right there, man. That was a rough spot for him for sure.
Yeah, it very much was. Hate to see that for them. And caution out once again. Wood up here leading this thing. And
well, how long we got to the? Yeah. Well, let's see where we're at lap wise. We're going 58, so we got we still got a few to the. We're gonna have a nice run to the stage break, I guess. Let's take a look real quick here while we're sitting here at this at the race recap so far. So we've had 4 cautions for 11 laps. Almost seems like more than that, doesn't it? I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just interesting. But 4 lead changes, and of course Matthew Wood's our leader right now. And we completed stage 1, 25 laps, running for stage 2 to 75 laps, and then our final stage is going to be a 45-lap shootout to the finish.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely is. So we'll see how this ends up working out as they're going to double up once again for a restart. I was thinking about bringing Jeff Merck in here, but they're getting ready for the restart, so I think we'll just hold up on that.
Well,
and
we'll see. Yeah,
may talk to him afterwards.
Maybe if we have another caution before the stage break, it'd be a good time to pull somebody in.
Yeah, probably a good idea. We may end up thinking about that and trying that out. See what happens here. Is Jim, buddy, I'm telling you. I mean, thoughts. Granted, we're a little bit before halfway so far, but thoughts here tonight at Charlotte.
I mean, it's been good racing so far. Again, it's early. Guys coming up on the stage break. We're going to see some guys fighting for position again right now, and then from after that stage break, it's gonna be balls to the wall, man. 45 laps to the end after that stage break, it's going to be on. You got to stay up front.
Yeah.
You got to stay up front, try to stay out of that trouble. Can't be running mid-pack that late in the race because it's too easy to get caught up in somebody's junk. And you ain't got time to fix the truck up if that happens.
Yeah, you really don't. So you want to make sure that try to take care of yourself, take care of others any way that you can. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Wood, fantastic jump. Bruce, not the jump that he wanted. Jeff Merck, his teammate, to be to his inside. Flanagan, Freeman right behind them. McGill up top as well right there behind them. Top 6 on your screen, and they're getting away from everybody in a hurry as Wood leads them off turn 2.
I kind of figured Jeff Merck was going to jump up there in front of his teammate, and they could try to – well, he went right back to the bottom. So much for that thought. course, you got to put your truck where it's handling the best. Some of those guys can't run that outside line up through those turns. It just doesn't feel right to them. I like the high line myself, but that's just me.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. I'm telling you.
I'm like old Harry Gant, baby. I like that high, wide, and handsome.
High, wide, and handsome. Absolutely love it. We'll see what happens here. Here they go. Mark down on the inside. Wood up top. Battle for the lead on your screen. As Freeman slides up, gets up into the wall a little bit, opens the door for Holden McGill to dive down to the inside. But up front, battle is still on for the lead. Merck gets clear. He is clear, all clear. He might have learned a little something out of that stage one. We were thinking about talking to Jeff Merck anyway, but may end up talking to him here in the next 10 or so laps. As Merck down on the inside, will he be able to make it stick? MDW kind of been his kryptonite, if you will. Jim, he's talked about it in the past of Wood being some kind of a kryptonite. He said, boys, we got to figure something out if we're going to beat that kid. He might have had something figured out here tonight in Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great place to pass him and all, but where are you going to be at on lap 145? That's the thing, Wood seems to be able to hold it together and keep his truck together to the end of these races and puts himself in a position to win a lot of races. And not that Merck doesn't, but it's there's a reason these kids win a lot of races. It's not only are they fast though, but they keep themselves out of trouble too.
Yeah, very good very good reason for that, and probably the other reason is they go to school, they come home, and then they practice.
That's all
that's
pretty
much
that
all
young,
they
though,
do.
Is he that young?
I think he is. Yeah, I think Wood is pretty young. So,
I thought he was
like
18 or 20 or something like that. I didn't think he was still in high school or something.
I think he's around 18, I believe.
Okay.
We may end up talking to Wood when it's all said and done. May end up talking to him, see what he says. But we'll see what works with him as Wood sitting in second. Battle's on for third, though, baby. Flanagan inside, Bruce up top. Flanagan sending it, not able to make it stick. He's got to get out of the gas. Bruce still up top. Hard racing up here for the third spot between Flanagan and Bruce. And Holden McGill, pole setter, dives down to the inside. May try to see if he can latch on as well. Wood slides up. Flanagan down to the inside. Wood able to get the run, but Flanagan going to power back hard on the inside. He's got him up to the door off turn 2. Side by side right there. Front guys up here. Merck tried to check out, and everybody battling for second.
Yeah, he's up there a little bit, but I think they'll run him back down here. I got a feeling. But we're 8 laps now. 8 laps now from the stage break. Merck's sitting in a good spot though, with 8 laps to go. I tell you, and these guys back here battling their butts off. Seems like Wood's having a hard time now. His truck seems to be really pushing up the track here in these last few laps. I wonder if he's done cooked them tires a little bit.
He might have. We'll see what happens as Wood up on the top side. You got John Freeman behind him with Matt Cherry trying to latch on. Everybody trying to get those stage points. Coming up here in a matter of laps. And down on the inside, looks like Holden McGill will dive past his teammate, MDW, Matthew David Wood, both drivers with Mission 1 Esports. And McGill able to dive to the inside, gets around Wood. And here comes Tristan Bruce, gets a run, thinks different, jumps back. Not going to jump up there in the middle of it. Joshua Rodriguez having a good night tonight in that one truck up there. He dropped 3 spots, but still up here in the mix.
Yeah, I did notice when we clicked back to see him a second ago, he was blinking pretty good. And because the camera jumped right off of him, which is usually not a good sign, So we'll see if that was just a little minor issue or if that's an ongoing problem because, iRacing can get funny about that all of a sudden,
Yeah, they very much can. I mean, that's iRacing for you, though. That is iRacing for you, so. But Holden McGill, you see him right there trying to run down Flanagan. And both of them trying to run down Jeff Merck as we got about 6 laps to go here in Class Mechanics Stage 2.
These guys have kind of pulled away. You got the rest of this pack back here is fighting it out. I think I hate to say it, I think Wood's holding him up a little bit right now. He's really struggling with the handling on that truck, but he's pinching him down here and kind of defending his spot as best he can because they can't really get a run up off the turn on him because he's kind of holding him down. He's sitting there mid-track and not letting them get around him. Oh, there's somebody down on the apron. He saved it, though. Let's see. Further back here, we got swapping spots back here for the last transfer. I mean, for the transfer spot. You can tell I run some heat races in my life, huh? For the last stage points spot back here with Matt Cherry and Trevor Asworth and Aswinarth. I'm never going to be Aswinarth. That is a tough name for me to say. That does not fit in my coon-ass dialect.
Yeah, and the bad part about it is he's actually from Georgia. If that don't throw you for another loop, I said Trevor Asrodoff from Augusta, Georgia, trying to work on Matt Cherry. That is the battle for the final spot for the stage to get some stage points for 10th. And Cherry right there to the top trying to make it happen. As you see right there, Matthew Montgomery, great battle right here behind these guys. Oh, baby, I'm telling you, baby, they're slugging it out, trying to make something happen with 3 to go here in stage number 2.
Yeah, everybody always sees the glory, like Merck's up here just running clean, about to win a stage if, barring something happening. They see that, but you don't see these guys back here fighting tooth and nail for every point they can get, trying to pick up a minuscule amount of points here, just anything they can get, especially with the playoff points in there, That makes them even all the more important. Ooh, that was close.
Damn, one of them got up into the fence. Might have been McGill or John Freeman. Excuse me. John Freeman slides up and hits the fence. It's right in front of Tristan Bruce. 2 to go here in stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Rodriguez on the inside. He's got Tidy Horse up top. We'll definitely have to keep a look on this battle. It's Tidy Horse down to the inside going after Montgomery, but Jeff Merck coming off turn 4, coming to the line. One more lap here in stage number 2.
Hey,
Merck, he looks like he's got it in gear right now.
You still have iRacing, right?
Yes.
And you have SDK also, right?
Yeah.
Next week, let's you and I talk about getting together and see if we can bring these folks some picture-in-picture. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how to do it. Super easy. As long as, there's shift. Look at this back here, would you? They went 3 wide. Right at the line. Oh, my goodness.
Not sure what the caution was for.
Was that
might have been Trevor Astronaut. Something amiss on that 89. I'm not 100% what happened there, but.
Was that not for the stage?
It was for the stage. Jeff Merck will win that stage. Trevor Astronaut, something happened on the 89. I'm not 100% what exactly happened, but Jeff Merck wins that stage. There it is.
That's Cherry. That's Matt Cherry.
He was Astronaut.
Matt Cherry was in the 10th spot. So
him is going to get a gift.
Him and Astronaut were both in the points-paying positions there, and both of them dropped out with that incident. That's big. Yeah, that's big. Let's look at that.
Raul Meza is going to get a gift right there, literally.
And I guess was I can't remember if Rodriguez was in there or not, but let's see. So, Rodriguez is in front of him. Okay, and Rodriguez is 9th. So that was for the last spot. Those two were racing for the 10th spot. And Cherry had it, and Aswinoth was 11th, I guess, and they got together, and that handed it over to Raul Meza. Wow.
Lucked up good for him as everybody is going down pit road, getting some pit stops in. We're going to let them take a pit stop. We're going to take one with them. We'll be back with Jeff Merck, the man, the myth, the legend, stage 2 winner, back. We'll be talking to him when we come back from this break.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
And we're back here at Charlotte for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220. And here he is. Literally, folks, the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Merck. Stage 2 winner. Jeff, buddy, congratulations on Stage 2. Well, winning Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. How's the truck feeling?
Feeling good. As long as you take care of the tires. If you abuse the tires, you'll feel it for sure.
Jeff, I got to ask you, I mean, obviously you don't want to give away your secrets or nothing like that, but is that kind of maybe what happened right there in Stage 1? Maybe abused the tires a little bit too much and ended up having to drop back and end up finishing 6th in Stage 1?
Yeah, that's definitely what happened. I went off into one a couple of times and really never lifted, just ripped the wall to get the lead, thinking maybe clean air would help, but it hurt the tires so much I just had to take what I could get coming to the end of Stage 1.
Trial and error, baby. That's how you do it for the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Merck. That's your new name right there. We're just going to go with that.
The myth, I like it. I like the way you think. Us rednecks think, Northern Georgia, South Carolina, we think a lot alike, so,
Yes, baby. Southeastern Conference, I guess you could say. Jeff, buddy, appreciate your time.
All right, buddy. See you.
We'll let him slide on down there. Don't want to mess him up on this restart because it ended up blasting us. Green flag back in the air. It's a run to the checker now. Jeff Merck with McGill behind him. Flanagan up top with Wood there as well. Green flag, and here we go. Turn 1. McGill right up on the back door. Everybody's got freshies now, Jim, and they're showing it. Merck slides up, puts the block on Flanagan. Merck still leads them in 3.
Yeah, he slowed Flanagan right down there, but he's got a nice push from him. Oh, Flanagan, man alive, is his truck hooked up. He just, as soon as Merck pulled down, he just dropped the hammer and drove right on by him.
Absolutely, but at what cost will it be for the 31 driving around on the gas and just matting it? What cost will it be for the 31 on his tires? Montgomery now
goodness, we gotta go there,
Oh, Wood wrecking. Montgomery in the middle of it as well. Freeman involved as well. Caution is out.
Oh,
good
man.
Lord,
you
have
could
mercy.
See it coming. I saw it. Oh, man. Let's see. Golly, that was a mess right there now. So 4 of them got together there. So was Merck in it? No, he got out of it. It was, all right, so it was the 24 there. Montgomery. Who else was in there?
Tiny Horse, MDW, Freeman. There was a bunch of them.
Yeah, a lot of good cars in there. Let's see what it looked like from MDW's point of view here. Oh, no, this is
John Freeman
Montgomery.
right here riding on board with him, or Montgomery, excuse me.
Yeah.
It looked like he might have actually got good on it. Wow, Freeman just led right across his nose right there.
Yeah, he might not. He might not have got too much damage there. Let's see. Was Wood involved in it? Because I don't see him.
Wood might have got a little piece of it. I don't think he got nothing crazy or nothing, but I think he might have got a little piece of it. Oh, he did get
a little bit. Yeah, he might have got some nose damage on that. Yeah, that's possible. Let's see who else did. So it was somebody looked like they had to take some damage here. Who was it? Oh, no, Wood might have got a little more than we thought.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that was a
Who is in the 5? Wow, Owen Scrage. I'm not sure what happened to the 5, but
let's see here. Let's go back.
His night is over.
Did he tear it up bad?
Oh, it was bad. Look at this. 5 right here.
Oh, he got punted. Cherry, yeah.
Yeah, Cherry.
Ooh, oh, man. Ow. Man, that hurt my arthritis. God, dog.
You want to ride on board with somebody ride on board with a 5. Goodness.
Let's do that one. Holy cow.
Just listen to the impact right here, folks.
Oh, man. That was a huge shot right there.
And pull John Freeman, if we can. Let's ride on board with John Freeman in the 42 as well, because John didn't look like he got that bad of a deal. Check out Freeman right here. Gets a little bit, might tag. Yeah, just a little bit right here.
Yeah.
He gets it bad right here, but then bam, I mean, just wow.
Yeah, both ends of that truck tore up now.
But at least he could drive away from it, though. Scrage,
Which is interesting. I'm shocked he was able to drive away from it. Man, you see that? You see that microphone he's got on this? Well, that's never mind. I'll tell you that story some other time. But anyway, yeah, wow.
Is it behind the mic? Is it bad stuff?
No. I have a logo similar to that for some other stuff I do, but this isn't the place to talk about that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Darren's Detail Shot 220 is heated up big time right here in late October. I don't know what your weather is. Yeah,
it's been a good race, man. We've had a little bit of everything. We've had some good hard racing, some good passing, guys struggling to keep their tires under them. We've had some drama, a little drama. No beef yet, but we've had some drama.
Give them time. We may end up having some beef before it's all said and done. We're just give them time. Just give them time, honestly, Jim, because, I mean, there's no telling what could happen. We've had beef numerous times, but I wouldn't be surprised to see something crazy pop off here tonight one way or another. As MDW was up there in the mix, now he's back in the 16th spot, surrendering the spots up here to Flanagan, Bruce, Merck, Brandon Schumann. How about Brandon Schumann up here in this mix as well? Up 23 spots. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith up 16 spots. And got to give an attaboy to the man running in 12th, the 9 of Chris Blanchard. We saw him a while ago. Hell, he was getting lapped. He was getting lapped.
He was working on that car, though. That's, we saw him working on his car at one point. He was getting lapped, and now look where he's at. As we go back green here.
Up here in a pretty good little spot. We'll see how it works out for him. As green flag back in the air, Flanagan now down to the inside. Jeff Merck will run with him, not going with his teammate Tristan Bruce. But now Merck takes a shot, tries to go to the top. Remember, Flanagan tried to take a shot on Merck a while ago. Merck put the block on him. Flanagan tried to do it as well. Merck on the inside, showing him that he's got a little muscle on that number 60 for Cash Fence Motorsports. Jeff Merck to the top side. He will get clear, all clear, trying to tow his teammate along. Bruce clear for just a split second, but Flanagan will fire back on the inside. And here comes Raul Meza, Chico, California, number 37 for Serve Pro. On the outside, trying to go around Schumann as well. Merck leads him. Bruce is going to take a shot as well, and Mesa's going to battle up here with Flanagan.
Wow, and Merck moved up, and now we're fixing to go 3 wide right here through the tri-oval.
Oh, dear Lord, everybody hold on to it. Everybody mind your P's and Q's.
Turn 1, 3 wide. Will you look at this?
Goodness, watch them slide right by. Fast-paced excitement here at Charlotte. Just like Nazareth can cook up any given night throughout the week. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to the Nazareth 360 Racing Network if you love what you're seeing. Pater slides up, smacks the wall a little bit. They still go door to door. Do-si-do down into turn 1. Mark up top with help from Bruce. Flanagan on the bottom with help from Schumann. The silent assassin, Devin Pater. He's been very silent here this evening. And very, very quietly up inside the top 5 in the 99. On the inside, Merck leads. Bruce going to fire on the outside. He'll try to go for second, possibly the lead. Flanagan, Pater there, and then it is a straight-up wad back there from 5th on back.
Yeah, this is, man, I tell you what, there's some guys up here that, like you said, have just been kind of quiet all night, and here they are, and I was realizing that I believe our race calculation thing was wrong. Because it said, if I'm not mistaken, our final stage was 45 laps. Well, that doesn't add. The second stage should have been at lap 75, not 75 laps. It was. You see what I'm saying? It says, yeah. So anyway, our last shootout is more than 45 laps. That was an error in the way that was programmed in there, I believe. And I'm going to have to blame the operator in that particular instance. By the way, that was me. I was the operator.
I'll tell you one thing that is straight up 100% programmed nicely, and that is the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series with these drivers here tonight. Absolutely putting on a show for you, the fans, here tonight. If you love it, like it, subscribe it. Let us know out there in the live chat what you're thinking here on a beautiful Friday night in virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tristan Bruce leads it. Painter tried to take it away to the inside. The Silent Assassin 99 X side shouting out to throw back for Jeff Burton. Bruce, Painter down to the inside. Flanagan trying to follow him. Merck there as well with Holden McGill. Schumann in the mix with Mesa, with Kermit the Frog. Matt Cherry, Nazareth's best on a Friday night, showing you how to do it at Charlotte.
Man, look at this battle. This is some unbelievable stuff going on right here. Devin Painter. Hadn't talked about him all night, really.
And that is why they call him the Silent Assassin, Jim. Very quiet, pops out of nowhere, shows you how to do it, and he is up here leading this thing with Tristan Bruce and McGill behind him. There's Kermit the Frog 83 up top trying to make it happen. That is Luke Smith, obviously having a very good run on the Monday series with the DSR Electric Truck Series. He is having a very good run leading the points over there. Trying to make a statement over here on the Friday night series, as well as McGill thought about taking it 3 wide with Tristan Bruce and Jeff Merck. Now almost ended up being a catch fence motorsports sandwich right smack dab in the middle of it. Painter jumping up, trying to put the block on Bruce. Bruce up there tries to make a run as well. And absolutely hold your breath. You would usually say that at a super speedway. Hold your breath.
We got one around.
You're talking about holding your breath. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith sideways, coming off turn 4, got tagged in the left rear, sends the 83 around. Caution is out on the speedway. Serve pro caution. Once again, Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith sit around, and Miss Piggy will be down in the pits, and she is not going to be too happy about that one.
Oh, no, she's going to throw a fit here. Let's see what happened here. Flanagan just kind of, I think Flanagan pushed up a little bit there in the tri-oval and got him, I believe. Let's get one more look at that, but that's what it looked like to me. What do you think?
That's exactly what it looked like to me. We'll see Flanagan right here on the bottom side. Did he slide up? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Smith might have come down a little bit as well. Gets a little contact with the outside rotator ball. Everybody tries to slide by him.
Just one more look at it from the chopper here and see if we get a better look.
Wow.
Yeah, that may be a little of both there, you know.
It's usually what happens when they meet in the middle. Somebody ends up getting hosed out of the whole deal, and unfortunately.
Like an old Diamond Rio song, meet in the middle.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happened. Everybody down pit road. Real quick, we do want to shout out some of you out there on the live chat. Yeah, we were talking about the Austin McKinnon and the Michael McKinnon deal. The boss man, Bray LaBeouf, out there on the live chat. If you touch me, you go to the moon. Just ask Keith Bradley. Yeah, I believe we know exactly where he is going with that. Let's see. MD21037, come on, Freeman, and obviously Shady Acres Broadcasting Entertainment. Great to have them out there talking.
I'm not hating
on the logo?
No, I'm not hating on it. That's what I'm saying. I have a talking mic very similar to that for one of my logos. Very similar to that from one of my personal logos. No, I'm not hating on it at all. Actually, quite the opposite of that. I'm liking it.
He's giving you love.
Yeah.
He's giving you love.
I
Did I say
I
sit?
just didn't want to talk about it here on somebody else's broadcasting channel.
Get fried for that one.
Yeah.
Jaden Joyce out there. Matthew damn Montgomery. Yes, there you go. Montgomery was up there battling it out earlier. Kind of got caught up in a little accident, or a little accident, if you want to call it that. Montgomery still on the lead lap, but back in the 16th spot. And, certainly everybody light up the live chat. And, room war out there. Why not go on board? So, but yeah. Here you go. Let's get on board. Let's kind of see what's up right here.
That's the wrong one, though. Hold on.
Obviously, that's Flanagan might have slid up a little bit. Well, check out Kermit the Frogs and see what his is.
I really
see
think
if maybe the wheel kicked to the left and come down.
I really think it's kind of a 50-50 situation, really. I think that they were both moving in that situation. Where is Kermit the Frog at now? I don't know. He didn't look like he moved a whole lot, I can't lie. His wheel was pretty straight there.
Well, let's get a far view real quick, because I believe we're getting ready to come back to green. But let's get a far view, one more shot right here, and see what we got. And just see who went where. Just kind of overhead far view, and just see where they moved at, see who moved and see who went where.
Well, that's not going to do it. Hold on. I didn't get there in time. I think it's going to be unsettled either way. Let's catch this restart, and we may go back and look at it later.
I'll tell you what, while we do that, Jim, we were talking about this last week at Daytona. We're going to do it every single week for you, the fans of the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Crank up your speakers on your phone, on your computer, on your TV, wherever you got it. The sounds of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series live here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network.
The 99 was around.
Kevin Pater, solid assassin, going around. Caution is out. Oh, wow. And perfect timing. You had the sounds of Nazareth right there. Had the tires squealing and everybody smacking the wall and everything else. So you got the whole sounds of it. You got the engines, you got the crash, you got the tires squealing. You got it all right there. That's awesome. Good stuff. See what happened right here. Post Poppers instant replay. Pater down on the bottom. Slid up. Flanagan jabbed on the brakes. Pater tried to get out of the gas. Bruce ended up tagging him in the tailgate, set Pater around. Pater tried to straighten it back out, but spun around like he was spinning around on the top. And to Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith once again getting caught up in another accident. It might have been Broadfoot back there in the 22, might have got involved in it.
Here, let me try.
Wow.
Let me try one more time here. Let's see. Let's do this, and then we're going to go with Painter this time.
Far chase. Get your far chase camera.
Oh, hold on.
That's good stuff. Oh, Isaac Bevan. Wow. Able to just sneak by on the outside. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. Where is Bevan at? Let's see. Where's he at?
That wasn't Broadfoot, by the way. That was the 35. That was Adam Lichty.
Oh, he did just slip by it, didn't he?
Does it twice, son. Good Lord have mercy. Isaac Bevan, good drive by the 27 to miss that bad boy.
He was killing it right there, wasn't he? That's good stuff. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? We're at basically lap 100 when this thing's going to get back going here, right around lap 100. So we're going to have 45 to the end.
And out there in the live chat, everybody, oh, it was the 57's fault. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly who it was. It's always the 57's fault. Always that guy that drives that 57 truck. It's always got to be his fault one way or another if he ends up screwing up one way or another. Caution out. Taking a break. We'll be right back. Here for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220. Be back here in a sec.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
And we're back. Darren's Detail and Shine 220. Charlotte Motor Speedway Round 2 of Season 11 of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series, live on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Redneck announcer Jake Reeves, driver of the number 57 when I raced, just in case some of you kind of went over your head a second ago. Jim Cunningham on production and co-commentating here tonight. Excuse me, as we get ready for a restart. Everybody's coming off through 3 and 4, America's home for racing. We talked about that. You saw it right there on the wall as well. Charlotte Motor Speedway, love this place. And get ready for a restart. We'll see if we can get us a green run in right here. Jim, let's try this one more time, at least for 2 laps. See if we can let them hear the sounds of Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series for at least 2 laps. See if we can get it all in right here. And apparently not. Caution is out.
Well,
the sounds of Nazareth, it is done for Charlotte. We will not do it again.
Yeah, we scared them into another caution here. Let's see what happened. Well,
let's see what happened right here. Something happened. Maybe Chris Blanchard in the 9. Something happened.
I believe Blanchard was involved in this. Yep. So who's that? Who's that? That's like a Servpro car.
Mesna.
Yeah.
It looked like, honestly, that looked like Chris Blanchard maybe tried to come down the racetrack and jump on the bottom side. We'll check it out one more time. Instant replay. Maybe Mesna come up and got him. Not sure, but we'll see right here. Mesna looks like he kind of keeping it on the bottom.
Oh,
hell yeah, Blanchard just kept coming down right there. I mean, Mesna can't really go any lower. No. And it looked like, Blanchard just trying to come down and fill a hole that's not there and just ended up hooking himself. Mind you, the drivers that was in front of him, Cherry and others, they were working their way down to the racetrack from the top side and jumping down on the bottom side as well. And Jim, you get in that instance, you get in that situation where you're following the guy in front of you and you see them go down, you don't think, hey, am I clear or am I not? You just want to follow them on down and not knowing and not thinking really that there's another guy that's to your inside, and then that's when you end up getting spun.
Well, and see, that's a problem for guys that race on single monitors. You don't get you don't have the awareness that you do with triples or these guys that race in VR or whatever. It's a lot harder to see out of your side. And you miss that kind of stuff sometimes. It can be tough.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that if you got a good headset, you should be good to go. So, you got a good headset, you ain't got to worry about how many monitors you got. Well, I raced on a single monitor my whole time.
I raced on a single monitor, but
you could have a $30 headset and it'd still work out pretty good.
Oh, sure. Yeah. My question here is now we got a lot of people pitted here. there's no way they can get home from here. Well, I say that. We don't actually know what a fuel run is. We've never had a complete fuel run tonight. But we've got Kermit the Frog and Cody Knott, Shepard, Painter. Of course, some of them are in there getting work done too, though.
You know what, let's liven it up a little bit. Let's talk to one of the drivers up here inside the top 5. You see him right there on the screen, right in behind Jeff Merck. You know, TB, Tristan Bruce up here in the broadcast booth. Let's just kind of see what's going on with Tristan Bruce for getting ready for a restart. Tristan, how we doing tonight?
Oh, doing great tonight. Up front with teammate Jeff Merck, so it's playing out pretty good for us.
I was going to ask you about that. I mean, the race seems like right there at the start, everything was calm, cool, collected. We were good, we were rolling, we didn't have nothing to worry about, and then all of a sudden here in this stage 3, it just kind of seems like all hell's broke loose. Why is that?
Yeah, it definitely has, and I mean, you just know how it goes here. At the closer end of races, things get a little more heated up, and people just go absolutely berserk. So, yeah, but I mean, for me, it's been a good race. I think it was Painter, I don't know who it was, like 2 cautions ago, spun directly in front of me, so I was lucky to escape on the outside there. But yeah, it's going to be a good fight with me and Mark here, leading the field green, and got some good guys behind us.
Hey, real quick, Room War wants to know about tuna in a can. I have no idea about that, but if it's not gonna, if it's gonna be good for the National 360 Racing Network, if it's not, don't worry about it. But what the hell is tuna in a can, real quick?
Keith Bradley, that's all I'm gonna say.
Tristan, buddy, appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
I have no idea, and I don't even want to know if Keith Bradley's got anything to do with it. I'm good, so we'll just bypass that option. Here we go. Get ready for another restart. Mert, Bruce, Miguel, Cherry, the top 4, Wood right behind them, has been able to battle back and get up here into the mix. Matthew Cummins up 18 spots. He's back there at 10th. We're back under grade here at Charlotte. 105 and 145. Getting ready to settle it here tonight at Charlotte. Miguel down on the inside. Tristan Bruce up top. Here comes MDW. Matthew David Wood down to the inside. Bump drafting with his teammate, Mission 1 Esports. Miguel now down to the inside. He'll challenge Tristan Bruce. Catch Fitz Motorsports up top. Mission 1 Esports down on the bottom side.
Yeah, and we got several guys up here that's been in incidents tonight. Obviously, Wood and Cherry both were involved. Meza was lightly involved in one, not too heavy, but we've had several of these guys up here in the front now that have recovered from incidents and gotten their way back up here to the front.
Mark down on the inside. Miguel now lined up with him. Now Tristan Bruce has flip-flopped, went to the top, trying to go around Jeff Merck. He will do so, and Tristan Bruce will take hold of the lead here tonight in the Darren's Detail and Shine 220. Bruce leads them going into 1. Merck right behind him. Miguel there as well with Wood, with Cherry, with Meza. That's the top 6. Rodriguez trying to latch on with them and go with them as well, as you see it behind the 37. But front 4 maybe trying to separate themselves from the pack. Not too much of a gap, but for the most part, you see now Cherry and Meza, now they start to latch on. But there for a second, it looked like front 4 maybe trying to get away, Jim.
Yeah, well, they're trying to stretch it out a little bit here, but it looks like they're all going to kind of, that front top 10 really is going to kind of pretty much line up single file here and try to just stay in line and maybe hopefully rip off a few laps here and get this thing closer to the end.
Absolutely. It looks like maybe they minded their P's, Q's. Everybody's trying to straighten it out a little bit and see if they can make it all the way, which would make it for one exciting finish. Is one driver back there into the fence. Might have been Broadfoot.
I think it was
Slide
Banks.
up and hit the fence. Banks, Curtis Banks. How about that 77? We saw him earlier on get caught up in an accident, and here he is back up here trying to get inside the top 10. So good on the 77 as Jeff Merck back to the inside of his teammate, the youngster, Tristan Bruce. Merck trying to race him and get the lead. That's one thing about these drivers, Jim. I've watched this over and over and over again, is it doesn't really matter if your teammates, teammates, they try to help each other out one way or another, but everybody's got their own race to run, and they don't play favorites, not even with teammates. As you see right here with Catch Fence Motorsports, at least, Tristan, Bruce, Jeff, Mark, they're teammates, but they do not play favorites with one another. If they want to try to get the lead, they're going to try to get that lead.
No, I mean, and that's fine. I guess my only question would be with that is, if you race your teammate that hard, you're both burning your tires up. You're certainly hurting your tires. That would be my only question regarding that. I'm all for, teammates racing each other for sure.
Yeah, the only problem is you don't want to run into a true ex-Kyle Busch kind of deal like they had at Indy, because if you do that, then both of you are wrecked, and then you get some hurt feelings.
Yeah,
what happens when you get hurt feelings? You got beef.
Yeah, well, and it's really bad when you got beef inside your own team, especially if you practice it together and you're working setups together and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah, then that comes down to some fibs being told, oh, yeah, I did that. No, I didn't. I'm fibbing because I'm going to beat you this week. Here comes Merck. Found a hole. Jumped down right across the nose of the two. A hole to McGill. Found a hole, made it stick. Bruce up top. McGill trying to figure out where he wants to go, bottom or top. He thinks different. He'll go to the top. Thought about going to the bottom. He goes to the top. Follows the 3. 2 and the 3 up top, trying to get the 60 on the bottom. And MDW, Matthew David Wood, just laying back here watching them race their hearts out. Wood may love every bit of it and let them race, like I said, to their heart's content. Burn the tires up, and Wood could drive right by Meza back there as well, latching on as the top 5. And Matt Cherry up here. Now it is a 6-horse race, as Cherry's got a pretty good gap right there over Rodriguez that you see right there to the right side of your screen.
Yeah, and you got a question. Some of these guys have probably still got a little damage on these trucks. So, you wonder, like with Wood and Meza, who took one across the nose a little earlier, you wonder if they've got, everything in the tank right there. They may have not have the best aero. Their front ends may not be as planted as they want them to be. And maybe it's just best if they lay back and kind of wait and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Bruce trying to work his way to the top side. Wood down on the bottom side, tried to go for the 3rd spot. McGill and Merck, 2nd and 1st, right there in front of them. Merck now carried it down to the bottom side, right on the blue and white line. Remember, folks, it ain't like Daytona 2 weeks ago. Oh, wow, we got contact up at the front. Merck involved. Caution may come out. Yes, it will. Caution is out. Jeff Merck having an issue.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
right,
baby.
Right as the camera goes behind the grandstand. That's so funny.
May have had some issues right here with teammates mixing it up. Holden McGill was one of them that got involved as well. Tristan Bruce able to slide by all of it. And McGill and Merck might have had contact, but Tristan might have got into Holden right here. We'll see it right here. See what happens.
Oh, man.
No, Bruce
Big.
never touched him. Merck might have got loose and might have slid up into McGill right there.
I don't know. Let's go back. I think he did touch him, but we'll see. All right.
Get your overview cam. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get a chopper cam going then.
Yeah, like a far chase cam.
You like that far chase cam, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what it was. Oh, wow.
They hit. Yeah, they touched.
Yeah, Merck got loose.
Yeah.
It looked like Merck got loose. McGill tagged him in the tailgate. And it was game on. It was all she wrote after that.
All right. Well, here's your far chase view of it. I never use the far chase. I really don't.
Oh, we love this. Here you go. Yeah, Merck was already loose.
Yeah.
And then McGill got him in the back end. Really didn't have time to get out of the gas. Ended up tagging him. And then Merck slides straight up across the nose of the 2. Takes them both out. Merck on pit road right now. Could be calling it a night.
McGill's tore up
McGill.
too. Yeah,
Holden McGill, he's pretty much out of this thing.
Wow. All right, where are we at now? We are, oh, man, we got 30 laps, 29 laps, 28 laps to the end from here. Think they can make it on fuel with that?
I got a feeling they probably will be able to. 65% fuel capacity. I'd say it'd be right there pretty close. Maybe have a little bit extra right here. But if we go into that infinity green, white checkered, then we're pretty much going to have to see everybody jump down as well. But one thing about it, curious as to how many sets of tires that these guys have, because there's been a couple of distances where they go down pit road, go down pit road, go down pit road, and they just keep going down pit road.
A lot of
this
those
time
guys,
around,
a lot of those guys didn't take tires just now.
Yeah,
your top.
Wood took tires. Bruce did.
Yeah, that's where you first two that took tires. The top 6 that came out of there did not take tires right there.
We're certainly going to make it a little interesting right here, and to say the least, and see who comes out where and what will happen here tonight. Wood will be the first one on tires. Joshua Rodriguez, he is the man that is up at the front that could end up playing a little spoiler right here. See who wins this bad boy here tonight. As you see Dustin Scruggs look like he's going to try to get him a lap back, already 10 laps down. And Jeff Mark's still on pit road. Let's bring Jeff up here.
Uh-oh.
I may regret doing this, but you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Jeff, buddy.
What's
Jeff,
up?
what happened?
Man, you are brave.
I figured.
What's going on?
We got to get a little entertainment here one way or another here tonight. Jeff,
right.
what happened? Did you just get loose, or do you think McGill tagged you and sent you around?
Well, I mean, he got close enough to know that in that situation what happens, and then I'm trying to counter steer it back. He makes contact, then tries to go around me to the outside, but by then I'm trying to save it, and it just hooks right. So it probably got a tack loose like a split second before he got there, but I mean, he knows enough about racing to know what happens in that situation when you run right up under somebody's rear end coming off the corner. And then I'm trying to counter steer. If you watch it from, what is it, TV1, 30, I don't know exactly where it is.
Well,
But
I'll tell you, I just showed
He's
it.
got my rear end lift completely up off the ground while I'm still trying to save it. And he tries to go around my outside, tags my right rear, which turns me right back up into him. So.
Yeah, that's let's see
Kind
here.
of what you thought. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say he had you lifted up, but he was certainly tucked right up under you there, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
And then you wiggled a little bit, and that's all it took. You know, then he tried to cut around the outside of you, and you slid up the track wiggling and pinned him to the fence. You know that, but yeah, I mean, you know that's one of those deals where that probably could have been avoided had he not been tucked up under your rear bumper there like that. But
Yeah, I mean, with, 30-something laps to go, and you're doing stupid stuff like that. But hey, I expect nothing less from the wheelman. So, here we go.
there it is.
Yeah, we got it. I figured it was coming sooner or later. I had a feeling. Jeff, buddy, appreciate your time. Hate it for you, but we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
That was Jeff Burke. I figured we had to get it. We had to keep the soundbite one way or another here tonight. One way had to happen. It sure enough did. Up front, Joshua Rodriguez in the 1. Remember MDW, he's on freshies and trying to make them stick. Matthew Montgomery up here. Matthew damn Montgomery in the 24, trying to hold down the second place spot as they work their way to 3 wide back there going through the quad oval. Montgomery trying to take a shot on Rodriguez. There's 3 wide. They're door banging. Cherry up here. Meza there. Flanagan, Tristan, Bruce, all of them working their way off turn 2.
I knew that wasn't going to end well. Cherry's around. I believe it was him and Bevan got into it back there.
And no caution yet on the Speedway.
Caution. What? That was a 2-car incident, too.
It might have been off the racing surface, and
maybe.
Race director might have said, you know what, it wasn't on the racing surface. We're going to go ahead and keep it clean, keep it great, and here comes MDW to the outside. Joshua Rodriguez on the oldies. Flanagan's going to send it up there as well and try to make it stick. Remember Flanagan? He's on freshies as well, just like MDW is. Both of them pitted the same lap. Rodriguez tries to put the block. Flanagan slides to the inside, tagged him, almost sent him into the fence. And Tristan Bruce on freshies as well, but MDW trying to get gone, long gone with 22 to go.
Man, I tell you what, it about looks like a cattle auction back here. We're about to have so much beef. Hey, they're dicing and fighting back here. Wow, all right. Well, I mean, it's crunch time.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's good cattle auction. I ain't heard that one yet, but I appreciate that. I'm gonna use that.
I just came up with that one. I'll admit, just now. That was on the spot.
That is pretty good. And I'll tell you something else that's getting pretty good is up here at the front.
Yeah.
Wood, Flanagan trying to make it happen. Flanagan, a rookie coming into this season, and Wood has been one of the more dominant trucks here on the Friday Night Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Flanagan trying to latch on, trying to hit the draft and find a way around the youngster of MDW. Flanagan right here trying to mix it up with him.
Flanagan's been fast all night, too. I mean, his truck has been up there. Of course, Wood has, too, but Flanagan has been strong. We've seen him driving around Merck a couple times earlier in the race, just dropped the hammer and went right around him. He seems like his truck has been really hooked up tonight, and I wonder right now if he's somewhat riding and holding on to his tires right here so that he can make a move. Well, he's using all the track, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely using all the track. Wood slid up, might have tapped the fence. Flanagan right up on his tailgate, trying to mix it up with him any way, shape, fashion, or form that he can. Flanagan now, he lines up right in behind MDW, trying to use the draft. Wood beats down to the inside a little bit, trying to keep it straight as well. Now Wood down to the inside, Flanagan behind him, coming to 18 laps to go. We're a little bit under the 20, but why not? We'll throw it in there. Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go. And folks, if you need a setup, go check them out, premierracingsetups.com. Obviously, enter the code of NASRA, N-A-S-R-A. Get 15% off your entire order, and 15% gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. And if you want the setups that the Redneck Announcer races, that NASRA races, that all these great drivers race, go check them out, premierracingsetups.com. 17 laps to go here at the line. It's a two-horse race. Bruce doesn't even have a dog in the fight, 2.5 seconds back. But it's going to come down to MDW, Matthew David Wood, the weatherman, and David Flanagan.
Matthew David Wood, the weatherman. I like that.
Have you seen some of the posts that he's got?
No.
He talks about the time.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I didn't know that. That's good. I like that.
Hurricane, snowstorms, tornadoes. He is the weatherman.
That's cool. That's good. That's a good handle, man. I like it. He needs to run that on his truck somewhere.
And maybe what he'll end up being here pretty soon, when he goes to school and everything else. I'm not 100%. He may be into that kind of stuff, trying to be a weatherman and everything. And you know what? Wood, when you go back and watch this broadcast, and I'll probably tell you later on as well, perfect job, because you can be wrong 90% of the time
That's right.
and still have a job and not
yeah.
get fired. That is a hell of a job right there to try to go for. So got to give props to MDW on that one, at least for that career path. If I had a chance, I'd go back and that's what I would have went to school for right there.
You could have been
cost you a lot of money, but you would have been able to get it back.
The
though.
redneck weatherman.
Yeah, tornadoes
Yes.
in your trailer park. Yeah,
That's
you'd have
right.
the whole 9 yards.
That's right.
Literally. There's been some good stuff. Suss, obviously Joshua Suss out there. There is a 0% chance it's raining in my office, but it does look like a tornado came through. Yep, there you go. So
Oh,
we're
we got a
already
blinker.
getting into all the kind of
Oh,
weather
man.
stuff right here. Blake and lap traffic. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith as they work their way around him. Wood still able to hold on to the lead right here. 14 coming to 13 to go. You think Flanagan may be sitting there waiting on this?
I
What do you
think
think,
so.
Jim?
I
I'm just
think
kind of
so.
just waiting to bounce.
He's not pushing his tires at all right now. He hasn't tried to make a move in 4 or 5 laps here. He's just sat right there on the tailgate, and he's gonna just draft along, and he's not pushing his tires hard. He's saving his tires to make 1 or 2 hard runs right at the end of this thing.
Yeah, and also he was right up on his tailgate, maybe trying to hit the intimidator button one way or another, maybe try to freak out Wood. But the problem is,
You ain't gonna freak out.
you ain't
Wood,
gonna
I don't
freak
think,
out. No. You ain't gonna freak out the weatherman. He already knows the storm is coming here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he is showing it here tonight. MDW tried to latch on, get away, and one thing about it though, Jim, I'm sitting here watching both of them, all the way down in the settle where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny, keeping it right on the bottom side, literally, and just taking the shortest way around here, which also will help you save the tires as well, not riding up on the top side trying to carry the speed.
And I tell you what, these guys have walked away from the rest of this field. 3.5, 4 seconds is a long time in this short of amount of laps. To be, that's a big gap at a mile and a half track.
Yeah, pretty good little gap right there. I'm telling you, Flanagan, he's just now starting to lose ground.
He does
to
seem
MDW.
Does seem to be. We'll see. He could be cooling them off too. Just gonna make one last charge. The way his truck has been hooked up all night, when he's closing the gap right back up, as you can see, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him just close the gap up immediately. How many times did we see him just drive right around somebody on the high side and on the low side tonight?
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times. We'll see what happens with Flanagan, but that gap is starting to grow more and more and more and more and more and more. With 9 to go, Wood wanting no incidents, no cautions, nothing crazy to happen. And MDW, the weatherman, lock him up another win here in the North American Sim Racing Association. And I'm telling you, the night that Wood has had, to be honest with you, he's doing a fantastic job right now, especially with what he's went through and everything, and then trying to come back and trying to get the win here tonight would be it would be one for the record books, I guess you could say, for Wood having to battle back.
Yeah, he like I said, he's had some damage tonight. He was involved in an incident for sure. That this truck took a decent little shot there, and his truck's hooked up right now. I'm shocked that the way he's pulling away from Flanagan too. I really thought Flanagan was just laying there, but not so much. Let's pop back here real quick and see what's going on. This is like it's starting to stir up back here a little bit.
Absolutely, with 7 laps to go. Excuse me, they are getting pretty good in the neighborhood back here. Good stuff all the way around here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You see the 77 right there, Curtis Banks. Remember, Jim, we talked about that a while ago. He got kind of caught up in an accident earlier on in the race. Might have been the very first accident of the race. Now here he is up here with everybody else having all the issues.
He's right
Perfect
there.
timing right here for Curtis Banks to get him something right here.
Sniffing him a top 10 right here. He's right on the heels of it. Of course, he's got 2 tough drivers in front of him. That's certainly not going to be easy to make up those spots, but he's in there fighting for it right now. Bevan, we saw just recently in an accident too. He and Cherry, I believe it was, back, 30 laps ago or so, were involved in something. As we look forward here at this little group here, you got Brandon Broadfoot and Cummings, and then Meza right out in front of him. Meza's having a good run tonight, still staying in the top 10. Solid top 7 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Meza, we saw some of the issues that he was having earlier on, and he has latched back into this bad boy trying to muster something up, and Meza at a pretty good little spot right here. Trying to hold it down one way or another, sitting in the 7th spot, up 10 spots as well. And Blanchard right there in front of him, up 25 spots Remember, he went a lap down earlier on. He's trying to mix it up as well. As Brandon Broadfoot trying to ease down to the inside of him as well. But MDW has pretty much got a stranglehold on this baby. Over a second.
He's walking away right now. I'm shocked. I really am. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought for sure that Flanagan had something for him there, but it does not appear that he does. This is Wood's race to win. I don't think there's anything at this point that Flanagan can do about it, barring a caution flag coming out and bringing these people back together, you know?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think that's what it is. The 3 laps to go, coming this time with 2 laps to go. MDW, the weatherman, trying to mix it up, trying to get him a little something here tonight at Charlotte. Get him a win, lock himself early on here into the playoffs. Try to make it happen one way, shape, fashion, or another. Looks like it may end up happening for him unless something crazy happens right here.
Yeah, I mean, we got...
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think... and am I correct in assuming that once we take the white flag, it's over if something happens?
Yeah, I mean, once he hits the line, there it is. So it's green flag all the way.
Yep.
So you will have a green flag finish here tonight. The Darren's Detail and Shine 220. MDW, the weatherman, Matthew David Wood, working his way off of turn number 2. Big old gap between him and David Flanagan. And it's going to end up paying off for him here tonight. Checkered flag in hand by Barney the Flagman. Career win, number 31 for the 21 of MDW. Matthew David Wood, he wins it here tonight at Charlotte. What a drive by Wood. Gets the win, locks himself into the playoffs as well. As you see other drivers, Cummins, Broadfoot, Meza, they're working their way through here as well, finishing up as well. But Wood, Flanagan, Bruce, the top 3 with Montgomery and Joshua Rodriguez rounding out the top 5. But MDW wins the Darren's Detail and Shine 220 here tonight at Charlotte.
Yeah, that was a good run, man. He was strong all night, and like I said, I really thought Flanagan had something for him. Flanagan's truck was so strong tonight, and it came down to it, man. Wood just walked away from him there at the end. I mean, that was something, that was impressive.
It very much was impressive for MDW. Matthew David Wood, you see Cody Knott, VP of Operations, finishing 12th here tonight.
That's a good run for Cody. I mean, you know, he's
very good.
We know he's got a lot of other duties on his plate. I know he was making me a schedule to post not too long before the race started. So, you know, he's got his hands full with a lot of other duties other than being able to just practice. So that's a good run for him tonight, finishing just outside the top 10.
And MDW's 137th start results in his 31st career win. Got to give a huge shout out to Wesley Outland for that right there, because Wesley was the one that hooked me up with the web page for all the stats here for the North American Sim Racing Association. Is MDW?
Where's he going?
I have no idea. Oh, he's in the infield where the Roval is. He is burning it down in there for the fans down there in the infield. The problem is, yeah, I know the camera's going to suck for you on this one because you're not on the Roval cam.
No.
But, you know, it is what it is. And I guess you could say helping out the virtual fans on the infield, letting them get the love of the weatherman here tonight at Charlotte. Well, what a race. What a finish. Parks it right there where the lights ain't even on. He pretty much went out here and got it done.
He's going to pull it up and get a beer. Well, he might not be old enough for a beer. We don't know about that yet. So maybe not. But, yeah, he's just going to park it in there with the fans. Look, done laid it in there by that motorhome. That's pretty funny, actually. Oh, man.
Well, all righty. MDW gets the win. We'll check out your race results real quickly.
Yeah, let's jump over there.
And run through those real quickly. As Matthew David Wood comes home with the win here tonight at Charlotte. Like I said, 31st career win. It is 137th start here with Nazareth. David Flanagan comes home second with Tristan Bruce finishing third. Matthew Montgomery will finish in the 4th spot, with Joshua Rodriguez rounding out the top 5 of Nighthawk Racing. Chris Blanchard, good bounce back for the 9. Saw him earlier, the first driver to go laps down, was able to battle back, get the lucky dog, get back on the lead lap, and come out up with a top 10 here tonight. So attaboy for the 9, and Chris Blanchard finishing 6th. With Raul Meza finishing in 7th, Brandon Broadfoot finishes 8th, Matthew Cummins finishes 9th, and Isaac Bevan finishes in P10. Curtis Banks, good drive for him. He comes back, gets 11th. Cody Knott, VP of Operations, and also Joshua Rodriguez, his teammate, ends up finishing 12th. And Matt Cherry, last one to finish on the lead lap, finishing in the 13th spot. Dana Shepard had a whole lot of spots that he was able to pick up here tonight, ends up finishing 14th with Kermit the Frog here. Luke Smith finishing 15th. Devin Pater, the silent assassin, looked like he was going to have a fantastic night, ends up finishing 4 laps down 16th. Adam Lichty will finish in 17th, with Dustin Scruggs finishing P18 here tonight. And then finishing in the 19th spot is Trevor Asranoff, and Holden McGill, with that contact with him and Jeff Merck, ends up finishing 20th. Merck will end up finishing 21st here this evening. Ed Osborne finishes 22nd. Brandon Schubin 23rd. John Freeman, Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson, Owen Scrage, Michael McKinnon, and Dade Hagan. That's the top 28. As we run through the rest of the running order, right after Dade Hagan, you end up finding the likes of Tyler Daniels back here in this mix as well. James Beard, Austin McKinnon, Tyler Daniels, Adam Newton, Stephen Gregory, Keith Haney. The drivers here tonight that started it, TJ Moore directed it. Well, folks, we're going to round up those podium finishers, give her our final analysis here for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220 MDW Wanted. We'll be back here in just a second.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
And we're back here for the Darren's Detail and Shine 220 Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race interviews. And the youngster, the weatherman, may end up calling him the man, the myth, the legend before it's all said and done. MDW Matthew David Wood, congratulations, buddy. You win it here tonight at Charlotte. I mentioned it earlier on. 137th start, your 31st career win.
Man,
what does that mean right there to get that kind of stat right there, Wood? I mean, what does that mean?
I'm going to tell you what it means. Those are David Pearson kind of numbers. And a lot of people would argue that David Pearson was the best NASCAR driver ever. He didn't have as many wins as some other people, but winning percentage, there was nobody that won as many as David Pearson. And it just so happens y'all run the same number, obviously, and your win percentage is pretty close to his too. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm 16, but when I look back, I like to look at history, and I look back at NASCAR history, and David Pearson keeps, he shows up a lot, like Mark Martin would, and that's something that a lot of new NASCAR fans wouldn't really get because they just look at the popular ones like Earnhardt, Petty, Johnson, Gordon, and they're like, "Whoa, those must be the best." But then you have the what ifs and all that. But tonight, it's the first real test of this season. Of course, Daytona was a lot of fun, but um, Charlotte, I've always liked Charlotte, and I actually got my first ever iRacing League win here, so I've always loved this place, but I couldn't really figure it out there at the beginning. I was turning a little bit too much, I believe, and burning the right front off, and I learned in the final run there how to run off the right rear and what I was doing wrong, so that helped me save a lot of tire and eventually pull away from David, but he had a great recovery himself, and honestly, I saw a lot of good stories in this race. I mean, look throughout the top 5, that's some awesome stories up there. So definitely a great race. A lot of fun battling up front. I know there were some scuffles between Holden, and glad to have him back, by the way. And I was having fun with Merck up there, but I guess they made contact. They're on good terms though. They talked afterwards, so it's always great to hear good conversations after something like that. But it's unfortunate that happened because I think the tire and fuel strategy would have been interesting. But either way, that was a very fun race, especially having to come back through the field like I did.
MDW, or Matt, or Weatherman, or whatever the hell you prefer to be called at this point. But so you get your win, you lock yourself into the next round, next round, the playoffs, whenever it kicks around later on next year. But I mean, you get the win. I mean, I think this is actually the first time here in the series that you've got the win and locked yourself in so early. So is it going to change how you race throughout this season, or is it just going to be the same way that you've raced over and over and over again, and you ain't going to change nothing?
Well, obviously, I'd like to help my teammates a little more, but honestly, in my own mind, I don't really think about points and the championship. After the past couple seasons, I just don't really think about that anymore. I'm out here to have fun and be the best person I can for everybody. So, that's my main goal. So I'll probably still race the exact same as I always will, going throughout the entire season. But again, I mean, I just have a lot of fun with these guys, and got to thank everybody for having me out here again. Mission 1, Brady, TJ, all those guys for doing an incredible job. You guys for doing an incredible job up in the booth, and everybody that's out here supporting NASCAR 360 in the chat and everything. And hopefully we put on a show for y'all tonight, but thank the Lord for what he's done for me. He'll do a lot for you as well, and hopefully we can go on next week and gain us some more points and hopefully steal the regular season championship, but that's way too early to think about that now.
Are you pretty much answered by the or final one pretty much? Because I was going to say MDW Matthew David Wood gets the Darren Detail and Shine 220. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. Have you got any other sponsors or shout outs that you want to thank?
Yeah, of course, I got to thank Outlier. They've been with me a couple months now, and they've really helped me. They're doing an incredible job. They feel like family. And my team for tomorrow, I got to wake up at 6 a.m. and do the 24 hours of Le Mans tomorrow. We just won Petite Le Mans, so we're going after the 24 hours of Le Mans. So we've won a GT3.
That's not true. You are not doing the 24 hours of Le Mans tomorrow. You're doing the Le Mans 1440 because they're not allowed to call it the 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to call it. We're not allowed to call it that
it's
because
the 1440.
of copyright.
That's right. You're doing the 1440.
Yeah, because I guess Motorsport Games or whatever took that license or whatever.
Yep, that's all right, though. Yep, it's the 1440. I like it. It's a good plan.
Same premise.
He might not be running it now since he got the name of it wrong. But anyway, Matt, buddy, appreciates it. Buddy, appreciates your time. Congratulations on the win. And we'll see you next week, bud.
All right, thank you.
That was Matthew David Wood. Comes home with the win here tonight. We'll go to second place finisher, David Flanagan. David, buddy, damn, again. You come on with a second place finish, man. You're coming so close to winning one of these things. But I mean, what else did you need to get up there and mix it up with with MDW?
I thought I was gonna have a shot there, but I guess I burned my stuff up. I I don't know, really. I feel like I was pretty fast all night, and I feel like every time I got the lead, it just kind of lost it as soon as I got it. So I don't really know. I don't know how I end up in these spots, but I keep getting it, and that's what we're just gonna keep doing.
Man,
Just being up there, and eventually it'll come.
Man, I tell you, I watched you early in the night. I watched you put the hammer down a couple times and just flat drive by people up front. And I really thought that you had a lot more for Wood there at the end, and he just kind of pulled away from you as he revealed he kind of figured out how to get that truck off its right front tire at the proper time. But man, I tell you what, I really thought you were coming. I thought you were just laying back there waiting and saving your tires and going to make a run at him. But, man, you were so close. But what a good run tonight. You were strong all night long. You pushed that thing up to the front several times, showed you had plenty of pace in the truck. Good job.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I thought I was saving behind them, but we were running kind of different lines, so I guess my line was a little harsher on the tires, and I don't know, take it into next week and hopefully learn something and finally get a win. I think I have like the most second place finishes ever, but it'll get there. I think I got second in one stage in one of these too, so just keep rolling along.
We don't want to start. We don't want to nickname you Deuce. That'd be bad. Now we don't want that.
Yeah, no,
no, that's not good. We don't want to call you Deuce.
If anything, I guess he's thinking like the old song from REO Speedway, could roll with changes. He would love for something to change next week, which will be the win for the 31. David Flanagan. But, buddy, congratulations on the P2 here tonight. Appreciate your time. And as always, before we let you go, thank your sponsors and any shout-outs.
Yeah, of course, the Jack Shack. Gotta love them. Feel like I came out here and proved myself, Chris wasn't able to make it, but it's all good. Trev, he had some hard luck there, but I held it down for the team up here, proved us, and Chrome Racing, everybody on board there. Trev, got to thank Chris, everybody in Jack Shack. They're amazing. And then on top of y'all, thanks for the broadcast. I love all y'all's broadcasts. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that. David Flanagan, buddy, you come home P2 here tonight. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in Kansas next week. Or not next week, but in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're going to see you in a Scooby-Doo outfit next week.
No, you ain't going to see me in no damn Scooby-Doo outfit. I guarantee you that. That is not happening. We'll go to P3. We'll change the subject real quick. Go to P3. It is Tristan Bruce. Comes home with a P3 here tonight. Tristan, buddy, you come into tonight, tonight was your 167th start. You get another top 5, makes it it'd be 68. Actually, no, I read that wrong. 164 starts.
Hey, if you got to take off your shoes to do the math, 5. We'll wait on you.
Yeah, I mixed it up anyway. 164 start. It was your 68th top 5 here tonight.
That's pretty damn impressive.
That's got to give you that's got to give you a little bit of confidence out of that. But tell us about your night.
Yeah, I was talking to you guys earlier, so on from there, just it was a pretty clean race for me. Really good race actually, I thought. Sucks for teammate Merck when him and McGill got into it off of 4 there. It scared me. It was super close. It was directly in front of me, so just quick reacting and dove it to the inside and cut the infield. Got clean of that, but I think the biggest thing was the last caution. Me, MDW, everyone pitted, but me, MDW, and Flanagan, the top 3 finishers, we were the only ones that took our final set of tires. Everyone else took fuel only, so I was scared because obviously if we got any caution throughout that last run, the guys that pitted for fuel only were going to take their last set. And so I wasn't anywhere near Flanagan and MDW on the entire last run just because I was, saving my tires a little bit in case we did get that last caution and they just weren't totally burnt up. I think they got damn near 3 seconds in front of me, and then I started to run pretty hard with about 10 to go. And I I was about a second and a half behind Flanagan at the end. So just saved a little too much or went for it at the end a little too late. But either way, I'm happy to get P3. I'm sitting, I think, P2 in points, leading the standings for playoff points. So finished in top 10 in all 3 stages tonight. So yeah, it was just a really, really good Charlotte race for me. 2 years ago when I was in the running for the championship, when the last race was Charlotte, I think it was season 9, I had a terrible race. I finished, I think, last of all the guys. I don't know, but so really good to come back to Charlotte and run top 3 and get a lot of points.
Jim, you got anything for him?
Well, I just you brought up that accident happened right in front of you with Merck and them, and so I pulled it up and was playing it there as you were finishing your interview. And boy, it sure did happen right in front of you, didn't it? That was a mess.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And on the broadcast, like you're in the slow-mo, it looks like I have a little time to react, but
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, that happened so fast. And thank goodness MDW wasn't any closer to me, because me turning left, that would have spun me across his nose. So everything just worked out perfectly for me right there in that moment. Happy to.
That's how it goes sometimes, and then other times they spin right in front of you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right. No, absolutely, that's right. Yeah, it sucks. I had to cut through the grass, and that was my only incident point of the night. So I would have finished the race with 0x if it wasn't for that. But who cares about those, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to hurt you in any way. So you're all right.
No, not at all.
It's not like this league charges you $1 an incident point or anything.
Oh, that's right. No, I think for the most part the guys ran pretty well tonight. Obviously the third stage was messy, but it was pretty fun. The first half of the race was awesome in my opinion.
Congratulations! You had a good run tonight, and you're off to a good start for the season. Getting you some points early on. Keep knocking them top 5s out, and good things will happen for you. You put yourself in a spot to win, and you're certainly going to get your fair share if you keep putting your truck up there. So, you got anybody you want to shout out to while we got you in here?
Yeah, just running the Charlotte Fence paint scheme tonight. So I always want to thank Miss Jennifer over there with helping me out on my real racing, and not only that, but here on iRacing. So thank you, Miss Jennifer. Anyone looking for a fence around whatever property they got in the Charlotte, Lake Norman area, give a call to 704-48-FENCE and ask for Miss Jennifer. Tell her Tristan sent you. Thank you to my mom, dad, stepmom, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins, fans, Chandler Smith, my best buddy, Connor, everyone that watches every Wednesday and Friday for me. Thank you, Jim and Jacob in the booth every Friday night. You guys do a great job.
What about Brady, you? You want to thank your favorite barbecue place too?
Do I have one? I like Boss Hogs Barbecue, Sherrills, North Carolina.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was a really good night.
All right, then. I guess we'll get it lined up then, I guess. But, buddy, I'm telling you, Charlotte was a wild one here tonight. Jim, buddy, your final take on tonight.
Another good night of racing, man. I mean, look, that's all you can ask for. We had a little bit of everything there, and it's some, like I said, Wood setting himself up early. He can say what he says about running his own race all the rest of the year or whatever. But look, you can't tell me that he's not gonna, when it comes down to that moment, he's gonna stick it in there because he knows he's already in the playoffs. I mean, that's gonna make for an exciting year. I think we are headed down, just getting started to what's gonna be a great year. Did I lose you?
No, I'm back. Something happened. I don't know. But anyway, here we are. I mean, Charlotte, buddy, I'm telling you, it's a wild one. It always ends up turning out to be a wild one. One way, shape, fashion, or form. Weatherman gets the win here tonight. So congratulations to MDW for the win here tonight at Charlotte for the Dares Detail and Shine 220. What will happen next week when we go to Kansas? Let's see what happens. Folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast here. On the Dazzler 360, 2 weeks, yeah.
You're going to be in the Scooby-Doo costume next week.
Yeah.
Say goodnight.
Yeah,
say goodnight, Shaggy.
Can't wait to get that going. But, folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast. I want to thank all our great sponsors, obviously, Starbase 1552 Comics, Merch Magical Creations. Cannot forget about Premier Racing Setup, Serve Pro for what they do. I mean, Glass Mechanic, DSR Electric, Concerns Up Police Survivors for what they do. Darren's Detail and Shine for the title sponsor of the Darren's Detail and Shine 220. All our great sponsors, every single one of them. Thank you very much to every single one of them. TLC, all of them. Without them, Nazareth wouldn't be as big as it is. And another group of people that wouldn't be as big as it is for Nazareth, it's the drivers. Y'all come out honestly put on a hell of a show each and every single week. Fans, y'all come out big old numbers, always wanting to mess with us, doing this and that, just entertaining. And, appreciate the fans for always coming out of big old numbers each and every time that we broadcast here on the National 360 Racing Network. And Brady and Cody for allowing us to be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, have a good time as well. So thank you very much to each and every one of you guys. For good old Jim Cunningham, producing and co-commentating here tonight, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. We're going to be in Dorothy's country next week. We're going to Kansas. Going to be a good one. Love that track. Honestly, I feel like if it ain't Homestead, Kansas ought to be the damn season finale for wherever we go. But we're going to get it early. Here for season 11, Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Round 3. 2 weeks. We're going to Kansas. It will be a blast. 2 weeks, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and in here, only on the National 360 Racing Network. We'll see you there.